Hey everybody, good morning. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning here. It is Wednesday. This is expiration day for NASDAQ and the S&P. We've got some great activity over the last couple days. We had some great trades on Tesla yesterday, and last week we had some good trades on Nvidia, so on and so forth. But yeah, it's the 23rd of March 2022. 9:02 in the morning here. What I want to do is I want to focus on NASDAQ today. I want to take a look at it and see, if we can make sense into what's going on here. Before I get into any of this, of course, as you all know, this is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. You're responsible for your own trades, managing your own risks, doing your own research, and I'm just giving my opinion on the market. So let's go ahead and move on into the chart. All right, so first off, we've got NASDAQ here. I've got the history up basically from the top. You can see all the way over here on the left. We've got the top here at almost 16,775. Didn't quite make it to 16,800, but of course we had rejection there. And I'll also point out here for just a moment, the S&P 500 did make a new high there closer to the end of 2022, but NASDAQ did not. So that is actually important to note here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at this from the bottom, right? I'm not going to talk about the correction. I think it's quite obvious we've got a dominant low down here, which has already started to move to the upside. We do have, some trend lines that we have been watching, paying attention to. Obviously, we have, a touch up here, touch right here for resistance, touch right here for resistance, and then of course another touch right here. And there was some resistance, but then it broke through. So that trend line has broken, and I think that's important to point out that we have broken through some important resistance. And now, for where we're at here, I'm going to spend a little time just digging into how we're pulling up and out of this. So, just a couple things that I do want to point out. We are approaching the 50% retrace, which I would expect there to be some significant resistance here. We're already starting to see a little bit of a pause. You can see we got here to the 382 and we had some resistance. We got to the 236 and we had some resistance, right? So I would expect naturally we're going to get here to the 50. We're going to see a little bit of a pause, and I think that's okay. I'm not too overly concerned with the way that the market looks right now. What I do want to focus on is how we're coming up and out of here. So first off, what I want to point out is a couple areas where we've gotten some pullbacks. We've gotten a little bit of a pullback here. I want to focus on that. We've got another bit of a pullback here. I want to focus on that. And then we've got our third pullback that I want to focus on, which is right here. Before these, we had strong move up, strong move up, strong move up, right? And of course, we've got another strong move up here. We've got a correction right there. But this is after some big moves to the upside. So I want to talk about that separately. All right, so first off, from the bottom here, I'm going to start on the lowest degree. What it looks like here, we've got a nice little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into a 1, and then we've got a 2. All right, so I'm going to put my 3, 4, 5 up here for a moment. I'm going to, of course, change the degree on this because this is going to be on a higher degree. Because after we have this is not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That doesn't look like that to me, because this so far has been the strongest wave out of all of this. So I'm going to treat that as a wave 3 on a lesser degree. So from the low here, I'm going to count this as a 1, 2, and then I actually think we're working on the 3 still. 3, 4, 5 on a lesser degree. I'm going to change the degree lower, and I'm also going to change the color because this looks like it is on a lesser degree. So I'm going to focus on that as well here. And then from there, this is also quite interesting. We've got, a strong move up. We've got a nice little 1, 2, and then here's our 3, ABC into the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, working on that 4. Then we go up for wave 5, which again, this is going to be on a smaller degree. I'm going to change the color just a little bit here. I'm not going to dig into this. I already counted it out loud here. Nice little 1, 2, 3, A, B, C here into the 4, and then we go up for the 5 to finish wave 3. Likely, this is going to occur right here at the 50. We're going to probably get some resistance there, move down for a wave 4, which could come all the way down here to maybe 14, right? And after it comes down here, what we're going to look for is a little bit of chop, but then we're going to look for that move to move up. This is what it looks like right now. So again, if that's the wave 3, potentially wave 4 is going to come down here. Then we go up for wave 5, which is probably going to go up here to the 618. And that's going to be the time of reckoning. That's going to be where we decide what happens next. Right now, I'm counting that as, our wave 3. Then we're going to go into, a larger wave 4. Then we're going to make a bigger move up here. So looking at it from a higher perspective here, move up to the 786 is not out of the cards, which that again would be a move up here to about 15,900. But so far, this is intact. The uptrend is intact. And I was talking on the Discord just earlier today about the uptrend being intact. We've got a little bit of a pullback happening right now. If you take a look at futures, we've got about a 112-point drop on NASDAQ. So NASDAQ is currently, futures trading is about 14,540 from where it was yesterday, closing at 14,650. So, we're talking about NASDAQ currently being somewhere around here at the moment. So right now we're here. Of course, it's fluctuating. It's moving around. I would say that this pullback is quite all right. I still think that we're putting in the wave 5, though. So again, we've got a 1, 2, 3, little ABC here into the 4. Then we go up for the 5. That could happen today or tomorrow. But ultimately, I think we're going to see a move back down here, closer to 14.4, 14.3, somewhere in that range, before we see a move to the upside. Okay, so also, just trying to see if, yes, so I'm just looking over here at YouTube, and it looks like it's not working right, but I think it actually is. So at any rate, we've got that move finishing to the upside here. Okay, yes. Sorry, YouTube is kind of acting strange, so apologies if it's not working right here. Got that move down here to wave 4, up to wave 5 here at the 618. And again, I mentioned that's the time of reckoning. If we are going to be starting a big bear market, what I'm expecting to see, so if this is going to be what the bear market is going to look like, we're going to get the 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to see probably a deeper pullback and then a retrace back up here. And then from there, it's going to move much lower. Now, this is all looking at what's going to happen here at the 618. A lot can happen here. So if this is going to be the completion, we're not going to go into a 4 or 5. This is going to resolve a little differently. But here at the 618, and I suppose it could go up here to the 786, but I doubt it. If this is going to be a bear market we're going to be entering, it's going to be up here at the 618 that we're going to make that decision. So, looking to, hedge your bets, like still be long. Right now, long has been paying, right, obviously. At least over the last week, longs have been working out really well. But watch out what happens here once we cross 15 and get to about 15.2. See what happens here at the 618, and then we'll make a determination on what happens there. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I think YouTube is having some problems, so I may go ahead and do a recap if things are not working well here. If this video did help you in any way, shape, or form, you know the deal. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And, of course, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a good day, a good night, and a good evening. Take care, everyone.